us camp in the Simpson Desert, about 10 kilometres east of Perny Bore. Got here in time to get set up and barbecue going, and ready to have a nice steak. Turned off, or basically gone straight ahead now up the WA line, not following the rig road anymore, just straight east on the WA line for quite some time. Because we've got to that point, let the tyre pressure down a bit more. Our standard tyre pressure on the TAR's 50 psi in the back, 40 in the front. However, when we got to Dalhousie, we hit the dirt, the corrugations, so we decided to drop it down to 40 psi in the back and 30 in the front. Now we've just got to the WAA line where the sand gets a bit softer. Just dropped it down to 24 psi in the front and 34 in the back. And we'll just take it easy for a bit and see how that handles. So each dune we go down, we use a little technique that I call ridge riding, where we go for the soft sand in the middle with our left wheel, and that makes a smooth journey to the motorhome. Down a bit different to a normal four-wheel drive, we've got to take a bit more care. A little bit rougher, we get a bit more sway left and right. Just going past Colson's track now on our left. Right, into the end of the day, the sun's going down. It's been a long day driving. 145 kilometres is all we've covered in basically 10 hours. These very slow sand dunes, very slow, but the Sherwood's handled it incredibly well. Only been a few cases where we went down into low range just to get up a few really soft dunes. The rest of the time we've been in high range. We ended up having to let the tyre pressure down to 22 psi in the back and 20 in the front. That seems to be the ideal, even in this vehicle. Quite surprising. Day 3, back on the track. The sun's just coming up now on the horizon, and we're off back on the WAA line. Going to be heading north shortly up Knowles track. Still going to be slow going, should take it pretty easy. It'll be rough, bit of a track. So deep, good clearance on this vehicle, but we're not scraping on any of this. And we're just at the end of the WAA line at the big lake here. Before we head up the Knowles track, it's been pretty cool this morning. Started out probably 0 or less. It's a beautiful morning, sun shining, fantastic salt lake all around us. It's nice and dry, thankfully. Big deep ruts in it everywhere that we've just driven through, and the clearance on this vehicle is just amazing. We've just come through without any problem at all, not a single scrape on it. I can't believe it. Just turned onto the Knowles track and we're heading north. The sun's glaring right on my right hand side from the east. We're out nice and early. It's quite a good track actually. It's a nice change from the sand dunes have been going up and down. Reasonably smooth in comparison. We're on the French line now, and the sand dunes have got a bit softer, that's for sure. This section is easier than the bit back up further west, but still challenging enough quite soft sand. Sometimes need to go in the lower range to get up a few dunes, but we're getting up and Sherwood's proving itself. Here we go, up another one. Come along the last bit of the French line and ended up here at Popel's Corner, the famous corner of 3 states. This is the old market here and the new one's over there. We had some fun in some of the deep sand back on the French line. Glad to be through it actually. We ended up lowering the tyre pressure down to 18 on the front and 20 on the back just to make life a bit easier. But we've got through and now we'll keep heading towards Birdsville. We've just come alongside the enormous lake after Popel's Corner. Runs up for about, oh geez, what do you see now, about 18 kilometres or something of nice easy driving on clay base. Nice change after all the sand dunes, but we're about to head back onto the sand shortly by the looks. And we've just got to the mark, yeah, I reckon about 100 kilometres till we get to the edge of the desert, the Big Red. That'll be tomorrow, but a little bit more driving today. Finish off heading to Birdsville tomorrow. So day 4, the final day through the desert, and off into some more sand dunes. It is a beautiful day, like every day since it's been in the desert. Just got to take it easy going down the sand dunes, a bit of rocking and rolling happening. Try and keep that to a minimum in the motorhome. Just riding the ridge like we've been doing most of the way. And take it nice and slow, we won't do any damage to the vehicle. Beautiful little spot down here. Lots of trees, even a bit of grass. Finally come to the end of the Simpson Desert. This is the last dune behind us. It's called Big Red. Not many people choose to go over it these days. It's a smaller same sand dune, but a smaller area of it down further called Little Red. We'll be travelling down there shortly to go over the final dune. It's been a great trip. The Sun Camper Sherwood motorhome's proven to be a great vehicle. Well, just made it up that Little Red, as they call it, which ain't that much smaller than Big Red, to be honest. Went low range, dropped the tyre pressure down, and made it up quite easily, actually. Quite impressed. This vehicle keeps surprising me just how good it is and how capable it is. That's the Simpson done. Now it's off back to Sydney.